What's going on, everyone? My name is Impulse and welcome back to HermitCraft Season 6. Last episode, guys, we did a lot here around the base. Just to recap some of the things we did, we put in a potion dispenser for these dogs, and I did get a chance to actually test it out a bit, and this sign unfortunately did not do the trick. They still go flying right past me, and that's not good. So we're gonna fix that today. It's gonna be a quick fix. I hope. I got a pretty good idea on how to do it. The good news is the timer that's actually going to set these off every once in a while, it's actually about an hour, is working perfectly. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I've got a great idea for today. So that's going to be spitting out potions all the time as I AFK, because we need all the things, including string, of course. We need potions. And I realize that that's something that I never have really done on HermitCraft, or ever, I think, made a proper like potion room. And that's what I want to do today. I want to do that. I got other things in mind too. That's going to be fun. But I got to figure out where to, what? Hello? What is this guy doing back here? Oh, right. Oh, hello. I didn't know you were here. I could have won the green headhunt game if I knew that was there. Anyway, what is going on here? I think, oh, yeah. Okay, so I had a little village set up back here, and I think the reason was to pull these villagers away from this deal. I don't need that anymore. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking for an area where I can do a nice potion room, and I'm kind of have my eye on this bit of land. I think I'm going to tear this out, and we're going to build a potion room. Not only that, I think I'm going to show you guys a brand new design that I came up with for a potion brewing station. Those of you that might have caught the video over the weekend, you might have already seen this, but we're going to set up a room. Oh, I got to be careful here. We're going to set up a room with a bunch of these potion brewing stations, and they're pretty cool, so I'm excited about this. But yeah, let me go ahead and dig this out. All right, we've got a lot of this room dug out and actually built up the first 2 brewing stations here, and I think this one is just finishing, and it is now full. Okay, good. So it has stopped itself from brewing anymore because it can see that the chest is full and we've got a few backed up into the hopper. And what's really cool about this is if I come in here and I decide to just take a few of these out because I need them or whatever, then it kicks into action and it starts to brew some more, which is awesome, which means that anytime I come in here, I should have a double chest plus a little bit of potions just waiting for me. I built up the second one here. I've got some fire resistance going. It's always good to have fire resistance, right? Because we keep one on the hot bar. We call it noob juice because you never know when you're gonna fall into lava. And I think most people kind of just keep one just in case so you don't fall in lava and lose all your stuff. But yeah, this one is going excellent. All right, cool. So yeah, these are going, I've kind of cleared out a space and trying to figure out how I'm gonna set some up here. I can do, these are 3 wide. So by the way, if you guys did not catch this tutorial and you're interested on how to build this up, I did a tutorial on the channel just a few days ago. I'll put a link on screen and in the description, of course. I'm stuttering here. If you guys are interested in checking that out. But yeah, it works pretty awesome. You can just choose whatever type of potion. Basically just throw the ingredients that you want in the droppers here and you are off. You can brew up to 4 ingredients. It's pretty cool, tileable as you can see. And I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I have space for 4 more, so I can do 6 on this side and 6 on that side. That's 8, wait, 12? I can do math. 12 different types of potions, and if I wanted to I could even extend this room some more, but I gotta think about what potions I actually want to have up in here. I also started looking into how I wanted to design this room. So throughout the base, we've kind of had this deal where each little section has its own design. This is like the oak and the grass is kind of old school ethos style. And then we come through here and we kind of have more of the stone look with the acacia. And so the style throughout the base kind of changes area to area. And I wanted to stick with that. So as we kind of come out of this hollow farms here into what's going to be like the potion area, then we want to change styles again. And you can see I've gone with quartz, some smooth stone half slabs, some sea lanterns, and then kind of done this birch flooring here, just a little trim. And I got some other ideas for things to do in here as well to make it look even better. I need to figure out, you know, what we can do with this. This is the tunnel or the tube that's bringing across. There they are now, the slime balls that are coming in. And so since we fixed that last episode, you can see they are coming in again into the system. We're gonna have plenty of slime balls, but they do come across here and then go up a little bit and over. May have to tweak this just a bit, maybe move it up, and so it's nice and out of the way. But yeah, this is coming along. I don't know how many more potion systems I'm gonna set up today. I think I might switch focus to designing the room a little bit more, or trying to figure out where we can sell. If we can sell some of these potions, that would be kind of cool. I don't know if any hermits are actually selling potions, so I'm gonna go check that out, and maybe there's room in the market for us to make some diamonds off of this. Or maybe not. Now that I'm flying into the shopping district, I see this big brewing stand and realize somebody might have beat us to the game here, to the punch, and it looks like someone is selling potions, and now it's kind of coming back to me. I believe this is Jevons. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to say or not, but oh, just got custom. Okay, we're not making a custom order. Yeah, okay, so what do we have in here? 3 potions for 1 diamond is the price. Okay, and it looks like there is, I just noticed, these are only 3 minutes long. Okay, something to think about. Same thing with the strength. That's not the extended stuff. Healing, it's just instant health 1. Okay, so there is room to kind of play a part in the market here. Kind of, you know, see if we can do better and one-up them with maybe better potions. Since our brewing stations can do 4 ingredients, I think we can one-up him here. And also, it looks like some of the more popular like potions like fire resistance and water breathing are out of stock. Again, only a 3-minute deal here. Interesting. Okay, so I don't think we're completely out of it. Same thing with slow falling. They're all just a single tiered one. Interesting. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna compete here. I know Jevon was away for a while and he's back now, but I don't know if he's planning on keeping his shops restocked or not. So I think we can do something with that. I want to get in the market here. I think there is a market for potions. And what is this? Get your books over there. What is happening here? No. False. What have you done? Selling books outside of iTrade. That's not right. What is happening here? So there's, I think I recognize these books. Are these the books that I bought off of CubFan and put into iLoot? Did she do what I think she did? There's exactly 9 books here, which is the same amount of books that come in a shulker box from iLoot, and she's selling them for 1 diamond each, which would get her 9 diamonds, which is exactly what she paid for that, and she also gets to keep a shulker box out of it. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky tactics there, False. Nobody's bought any yet, and I don't know, the books are just okay, so I guess I'm not too concerned here. I don't think we're in any trouble. Now, I don't like this guy, though. I'm trying to tell everybody to go over here to buy books. No, iTrade still is... Actually, let's see. Have we made any diamonds? I always forget. Is it right here in the middle? Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. We've made 42 diamonds? Yeah, I think we're doing just fine. We better check stock in here, actually. Okay, it looks like everything is still in stock, except I still have been too lazy to get to this side of the room. We'll get there. We'll get there. I got plans. Maybe next episode we'll tackle that, but okay. Nice try, False, but I think it's not working. Speaking of not working, something else isn't working quite right, and it is just baffling me. So this potion setup that I've done, I've did a tutorial on it, I've built a few up here. It's got some quirks to it, some really weird redstone bug quirks. And let me show you what is happening here. So you can see I've got my 4 droppers. This is what feeds the items into this hopper line that's going to eventually lead to the brewing stand to get the 4 ingredients we need to make the potions. And I've set up 2 of these exactly the same. So there's redstone dust on top of this block and on top of this block, and basically when you power this block right here, all 4 of these droppers should fire because we are powering that one. We're also redstone dust powering that one. And then this is getting powered here. And so we're powering that one and that one there. And so they all should fire. And what happens is every once in a while, we'll build one up and okay, there are 4 fired. That's great. So I actually loaded these up so we can actually see 1, 2, 3, 4 have all fired there. Let's go ahead and put those back in here, and then we're gonna test it again. And look at that. Second time around, we've got 1, 4, and 3. It did not fire the second dropper, even though it fired on the first time. How does that make any sense? It is exactly the same, and now if we do it again, you can see only 3 come out again. And so like from here on out, it's gonna just never shoot anything out of the second dropper, which is very strange. It makes 0 sense when it comes to how redstone works. Seems to be some sort of Minecraft bug. Let's see if this one that I built right next to it, the exact same way, does the same thing. You can see we got all 4 items out of the dropper there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's press it again and see if it does the same thing. Nope, we got all 4 again. You can see we got 2 of each. Let's try again. 4 again. And again. 4 again. This... What? What? It makes 0 sense. I don't understand what is happening here. Definitely discovered some sort of Minecraft bug. It seems to be that just dependent on the spot you build this in, and you can see it's not directional or anything. I didn't change directions. Just dependent on the spot you build this in, it could cause a problem, and all of a sudden this dropper doesn't want to fire, which is... Well, that time it did. It's just a random intermittent thing. There we go. We had the, watch this. One of them's, yep, dropper number 2 again, didn't fire. So strange. Don't understand that at all. Luckily, I have a fix for it, and it's quite simple. So if you built up this design based off the tutorial, you would have seen the redstone for it was like this guy here. It's got the observer facing up into the piston with the observer on top, and that's powering that top block there with that repeater. And what I found is that instead of powering that block, if we power this block and have a redstone torch on top, and then a dust on top of that, it actually will work every time. So in order to do that, I had to add some observers to the mix here, and that's gonna get that 1 tick pulse to this piston, which is a lot lower now than that one over there. And we can power this repeater here into this block and the redstone torch on top of that and dust on top of that block. And now we're good to go. It is getting the instant health too. You can see we had a few fails early on before I made the change, and it was only instant health 1. And since I've made the change, we're getting all instant health 2s in the system. So this is the fix right here. If you built it up and you're running into the same issue and that dropper is just not firing, go ahead and just add these on. You can see these got the arrows so you can see which way they're facing. Basically signals carrying around here. This is now observing that signal from there. That's observing that that got the signal, and then we get our 1 tick pulse to fire that observer up. And when the system's off, it should be up, and when it's running, it should be down, and that is it. So pretty easy fix. You didn't have to change anything else with the redstone. It all stays the same. Just have to add a few more observers and drop that piston down. But weird. This is just so weird to me. That makes no sense. Anyway, all right, so now that I've got that fix in place, I'm just gonna build them all up like that just to be safe. And I'm gonna build up the rest in this room and start to get this room looking good. Brewing stations complete. They are fully functioning. However, I don't have a lot of supplies to stock these things, and that is one thing that I realized as I was doing this project is that I've pretty much spent the whole season doing farms and things to support villager trading, but when it comes to brewing potions, you need a lot of different things like nether warts, and in this case I did golden carrots, which I'm able to get, but things like, underwater breathing, they're going to require pufferfish, and potions of weakness are going to require some mushrooms and things like that to make the fermented spider eye. So there's a lot of materials that I'm going to need in order to get all these brewers up and running that I don't have and may require some farms in the future, which is exciting. That is very cool. You know me, I like doing farms. But anyway, I was just looking at this. We definitely need to make this place look good. Since I won't be able to get all the brewers up and running today, let's at least make sure this place is looking pretty cool. And I want to use a technique that I saw. I think it might have been one of my patrons. I can't remember which server it was on, but it was a really cool technique that you can do with stairs in the floor. And I want to do it here and show you guys because it is really neat looking. So if we take our stairs and just face them, I guess we're going to face them this way. You could face them either way. I think I chose to do this way. I think it might look better in the end. So we're going to face them kind of at the border here that we've created with the stripped birch, and you can see that already looks good by itself, but we can take it a step further and actually waterlog the stairs, and this is pretty cool because it will create this effect here, and it gives you this kind of line of water, and it's not running or anything. You don't hear it, but it definitely gives you that blue line that is a nice little separator there. So I've got an infinite water supply over here. In fact, I probably could have used that directly from the waterlogged stairs, just like you typically would. Yeah, you see it creates its own water source. So if we steal from here, yep, it replenishes itself, and we can just kind of do this all around, and that makes it so much easier to just kind of go every other one and then do that and take the water back. So that is pretty cool. We're going to work our way all the way around here and then take a look at how it looks. Yeah, that looks awesome. I love that effect, and the fact that, you can run across it and all that. It gives it some depth and some brightness too as well. But speaking of brightness, yeah, these torches aren't going to do, and it is super dark in here. So I think I'm going to try to finish off the floorway, maybe shove a few lights in the floor if we can. Let's see, sea lanterns probably are the lights that we want to use. I think they look good. We kind of tucked them in here as well. And I got something up my sleeve for this bit, and I'm going to do probably before we end today. But yeah, let's see if I can get this piece looking good. And yeah, I might have to do the ceiling as well, because you can see it's pretty dark on the ceiling. So we got to get them lights in here to make this place really brighten up. Yep, that looks so much better. We got some lights in the ceiling and in the floor. It really adds a lot here. I thought about covering these up with iron trapdoors or something to kind of dim them a little bit, and then decided just to leave them there. What do you guys think? Should we leave these guys uncovered, or should we try to cover them up a little bit with something? I don't know, carpet down here, trapdoors up there maybe. I don't know, but I kind of just, I wanted to make sure it was nice and bright in here. And then I put this little end cap on. I just kind of put a wall here. Eventually, I can envision this going to somewhere else, another add-on piece of the base. So I just capped it off for now so it would look better than it did. And there's going to be a lot of room for design in this area as we kind of come in here and decide if we want to go, straight on, or if we need to go off to the side. If you remember, my kelp smelterator room is in here, so our kelp farm that's going into our smelting system, that's in here just off to the side. So I want to make sure that that entrance is shown as well. And yeah, a lot of decoration to do, but this is becoming an ultimate eyesore right here. We need to get rid of this. Initially, I had the idea that I wanted to have this pipe where we could see the slime balls coming through the base, and it'd be, kind of a cool thing to watch, but on second thought, it doesn't look great, and you hardly notice when there is slime coming through. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tuck it up in the ceiling, get it hidden and out of the way so that we can have room for this next part of decoration. That is looking much, much better. We have got that iceway all the way up now, and we'll be able to cover that up with a ceiling at some point. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to this space today. That's going to be a lot of decoration that needs to happen, and I'm running out of time, of course, as usual, but this is looking good. That's out of the way now. There's one last thing I want to do to this area before we go for the day, and that is take care of something right here, right at the entranceway. So we've kind of got this deal going on that separates the room. So far, we've got this portal going on. I've got my hidden entrance. And so every time you kind of go through a doorway, it changes. But there's not really a legit doorway here, if you will. So, you know, you can see like the edge of a door, but there's not an actual door. And so what I want to do is utilize the fact that we've got these waterlogged steps in the ground to create a bit of a doorway via water curtain. And I think this is going to look really cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up here, and there's a little bit of space right here. If I take some water, and I got to decide, do I want to let it skip like that? Will it look weird if I do that? I guess not, because it's going to flow both ways, and that's going to look pretty good. Okay, so let's grab a little more water. We're not going to need too much to make this work. Let's see if we can reach it from here, and we'll do there. And then I think if we do, wait, oh, I just water. Oh, it's half slabs here. I just waterlogged the half slabs. Okay, there we go. Gonna do it on the side of the block. I was like, where did that water go? All right, and then we do that, and that will flow out on both sides, and that should look solid all the way across. Oh, yes. Yes, that is awesome looking. Okay, and I think we can take this out. Let's take a look at the lighting levels right here. If we look, it is 9, so we are good. I don't need that torch there. And now if we look at this, we've got a nice water curtain, and those stairs that are waterlogged are actually responsible for catching that water and making sure that it doesn't flood out. So that is a pretty cool trick, and then definitely gives the room that separation I was looking for. Now that I've done that, I'm a little inspired to create more water features in this area, to bring water into the mix. Definitely feels like we need to do a lot more in this space. This is a pretty flat wall, so maybe some water in there, and getting all this place looking good with some more water, the quartz, the smooth sandstone, the stripped birch, the sea lanterns, all those are coming together. Oh, look at all that quartz too. You guys know I love myself some quartz. That is looking fancy. We've got one of the fanciest potion rooms I think I've ever seen, and I believe it's the first potion room I've ever made in the history of HermitCraft, so that's pretty cool. Geez, peeps, we've made history today. This was a historic episode of HermitCraft. But unfortunately, that is all I have time for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe before you go. And with that said, I will see you again next time. Have a good one, everyone.